Today I want to tell you about the secrets behind the funding of an independent documentary. Even if it seems easy in the age of the selfie, to make a good movie is still expensive and at least one full-time job. The filmmaker needs equipment, money for travel costs, a team like for example a camera person, a sound mixer, an editor, people for post-production stuff like color correction, sound design, graphic music. To keep a passion for detail paired with an uninterrupted view at the big picture without being paralyzed by the occasional glance at a bank account is not easy. So let's see what we can do. There is the possibility of public money. German film subsidy money, for example, is a performance-related loan and covers a maximum of 80% of the total costs. This performance-related loan has to be paid back with the movie revenues over the course of 8 to 10 years. They call it a cultural economic endorsement. The filmmaker has to cover the lacking 20% of the total costs. Now the question is where to get the 20% from. You can put all your money, time and work into a project, but this would be like not being paid for a full-time job over years, and the consequence will be no roof, no food and lots of debt. You think you could get the money from public TV? But as there are mostly talk shows, romantic movies and strictly formatted docs in the program, there is really less space and money for independent documentaries. And you have to at least cooperate in content matters with the TV editors or worse give away final decisions. The internet took away a lot of possibilities to earn some money with a movie, money you need for making it. But if you kindly ask the internet, it can also be a big supporter. For example, a pre-sale or a crowdfunding campaign could be a win-win situation for the audience and the filmmaker. So let's take this opportunity. But what about the other 80%? Let's say after sending in a bunch of applications, somebody finally decided to fund your movie, but there are several conditions bound to the money, which is, to remind you, a performance-related loan. The rules in the German Federal Film Board law prohibited making the movie available on all channels simultaneously in order to secure the different sources of revenue and to promote cinema. So public money doesn't mean you can get a public movie. The funny thing about the German system is that nearly nobody makes enough money by selling a movie that he or she can pay the loan back or even cover their own costs. But that's another story. You want to see movies? Filmmaker make movies. Let's see if we could be really great and make a difference by being excellent to each other. Let's make a public movie accessible to all people without ruining the basis of existence of the filmmaker. If you have some people, they can multiply to a big crowd and even to a bigger crowd by just spreading the word in their communities. If now everybody would put a small amount of money into the pot and in return get a nice reward, for example an early download, everybody could be happy. It would be possible to watch the film in cinema, or even make your own cinema, or watch it on the device you want, whenever you want. Let's set an example. Please join us and visit the campaign of All Creatures Welcome, a documentary about the communities of the digital age. Looking forward to have you on board. Your filmmaker.